Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, opencode, the open source coding agent that's exploding in popularity. This project aims to go beyond simple code completion, offering a powerful AI partner that can understand and execute complex development tasks. It represents a new frontier in developer AI collaboration, and we're here to unpack it. What if your AI coding assistant was more than just a passive tool suggesting lines of code? What if, instead, it acted as an autonomous partner? A new project is exploring this exact idea. It's moving beyond simple code completion into a world where an AI agent can independently plan and execute complex development tasks right from your terminal. That project is called opencode, developed by anomalyco. It's an open-source AI coding agent designed to be a developer's ultimate partner, available as both a command line tool and a desktop app. And its traction is undeniable. The project has accumulated over 167,000 stars on GitHub, with nearly 400 of those added just today. With almost 20,000 forks, it's clear there's a highly engaged community actively exploring its capabilities. Developers constantly struggle with context switching, losing precious time, and focus jumping between their editor, the terminal, and documentation. Most existing tools only offer passive suggestions. They don't actually do anything. The fundamental bottleneck has always been translating a high-level goal into a series of manual, concrete coding steps. Before an agent like opencode, this meant painstakingly writing tests, refactoring files, or exploring a new codebase all by hand. Opencode's unique approach is its agent-based system. It doesn't just suggest code. It understands a task, formulates a plan, and then executes that plan, directly bridging the gap between a developer's intent and the final implementation. At its core, opencode's design is centered on a dual-agent architecture. This is a clever implementation of the strategy design pattern. Think of it like having two very different assistants. The first is the build agent, a trusted partner with full access to write code and modify your files. But in contrast, you have the plan agent. This one is a read-only analyst, perfect for safely exploring an unfamiliar project because it has to ask for permission before running any command. This whole system is powered by three technical pillars. First, there's context-aware prompting. The agent intelligently scans your project to give the underlying large language model, or LLM, just the right information. Second is tool use, which translates the LLM's text response into executable actions, like editing a file. And finally, a security sandbox makes sure all these actions are controlled and safe. The whole reason and act process is then visualized in an interactive terminal, offering rare transparency into the AI's workflow. So, how does this look in practice? A developer might use the build agent to generate an entire new feature from a simple description, handling everything from the API endpoint to the user interface. A new engineer on a team could use the plan agent to ask questions about a large, unfamiliar codebase without any fear of breaking something. The barrier to entry is also quite low. Installation is simple across Windows, macOS, and Linux using common package managers. And while a desktop app is available, the tool's real power shines in its command line integration, making it a natural fit for developers who live in the terminal. Looking at community feedback, the reception is polarized. On one hand, enthusiasts praise opencode as a genuine productivity multiplier. They share stories of successful large-scale refactors and automated documentation generation. They especially value its support for multiple AI models and its terminal-first workflow. On the other hand, critics point to past security vulnerabilities. They raise serious privacy concerns about how user data is handled with the default settings. Stability and performance issues have also been a source of frustration for some users. Despite all its promise, opencode faces some significant hurdles. Its core function relies on third-party LLMs, which makes it vulnerable to external API changes, costs, and latency. The primary risk, however, is security. Granting an AI agent shell access to a machine is inherently dangerous. A sophisticated prompt injection attack could potentially trick the agent into executing destructive commands, like deleting files. The project's future success will depend heavily on the robustness of its security sandbox and its ability to give users predictable, controllable behavior. Opencode is more than just another AI assistant. It's a bold experiment in what's called agent-driven development. Its dual-agent system, which tries to balance power with safety, offers a compelling glimpse into the future of software engineering. This project matters because it signals a potential shift in the developer's role from a writer of code to a director of agents.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.